It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon...
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of class of... All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our... It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to... With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asked, if it proves to be beyond your...
Okay, so who...
This commission was jointly... But the problem is...
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name.
Unlikely. Besides, putting up a in any case...
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting...
Add Astro... Thank you for complete...
We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Hello there. You looking to buy
Oh, no, we're adventurers.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. We've pretty much had it up to here in question.
So, this person we're looking for, what's...
I don't know. I really...
Okay, guess you are really...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving... I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer. We just don't know this. At least that's what everyone in the
Alright,
young guy. In his... I chat with...
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't...
But of course. There aren't many young people like him now.
Could he have just...
No.
Huh.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. I don't think his parents are still living. He would often take time to visit the and whenever someone as the village chief.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just...
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try... Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about... Wait, so you're saying it's not that he... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the
Yep, sure are. We were just looking at...
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you... My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village.
Yeah, no need to worry. miss the play?
Yep. We used to always... I was actually adopted by the... I was surrounded by...
Alone?
Everyone has their own problems to deal... Really? You know...
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, no matter what came my way, I knew he was so... ever since he disappeared. No, none of those...
Wow. You two must have been... Did he ever tell you anything?
Oh, right. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or... Look at me. The last time I talked this much in one... Come to think of it, time always passed by really slowly.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. The Abyss Order. Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready!
By royal decree!
One with the force.
Shower me with praise!
Can't see? Yeah.
Odds reveal thyself!
I'll approve you. One with the force.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Time to shine!
And shroud.
Verdict is...
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, they seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight.
Maybe well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainslev!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head...
Yep, see you later! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're...
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then?
Naturally. Hold on. The Abyss Order is most...
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the...
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive.
Still, the hilichurl activity is...
The best way to protect them is by figuring out, and you shall have them. I never... Don't worry. Ah, so that was the commission that... Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That isn't... It appears all we have by way of clues is...
Right! That mysterious voice...
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling... There's still hope. The sinner you wish to know about. His name, I'm loath to admit.
Your... brother?
There were 5 of them. The wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedo. No matter how eroded my memory may be...
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhyndot and the one we just learned about.
They were once people of great esteem and 6 of us. Together. Yet, deep within, so they became sinners, but also transcendent beings. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Indeed. If they are not stopped, of course. As I said...
So, Dane, what have you been...
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the loop. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious the eye was integral to their plan. Yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, there are many signs point.
Then, what should we do?
Our most pressing concern, based on the intel...
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your sibling's memory. My recent investigation has shown...
Wait,
It's certainly possible.
well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigate... So tough. Well, let's go find Dane. Dane? Hello, Dane? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s?
There appear to be certain memories. No, it wasn't a dream, and I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with...
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the
Wait then, but why would he do something...
whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important...
What sort of truth?
that their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first... I am the only person who knows its location. Your concerns are not... However, come with me.
Oh, so you're...
Of course.
you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
One with the force.
By royal decree. Oz, reveal thyself.
Can't see?
No rest for the wicked.
One with the force.
By royal decree. I summon thee.
Time for retribution!
Can't see? And shroud.
Oz, reveal thyself.
No rest for the wicked.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
By royal decree. I summon thee.
Can't see? So. And shroud. So. Keep up.
Oz, reveal thyself.
No rest for the wicked.
I summon.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Foolish mortal!
Let the world collide!
Midnight Phantasmagoria. I hear everything. Verdict is...
Hear the final prophecy. Desolation! Suffering! Burn!
Entrap!
And devour! Perish in the storm!
By royal decree!
Desolation!
The show begins!
Time for retribution!
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that?
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry. Hey, look at those hilly weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the New World, they bade farewell to at last. Such was the price they paid.
Did you hear that? What? It sounded so gentle. Oh, this is weird. What?
May I present? How brilliant!
Looks like the same thing is happening over here.
You see, we've reclaimed an end. Release your tears.
The show begins!
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, sleep well when you awake.
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our...
May I present?
Keep up. So,
Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems...
The Abyss Order? This is... thank you for your concern, but as far...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across... Huh? Well, you know, that's kind of the whole reason we're here.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. At least right now, I can't seem to recall...
How is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadi. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right.
keep up.
Someone's gone.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things, he's around 20 years old.
Oh, hi.
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just... Do you think maybe it's not...
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadip. No. If we really time travel, if this person...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in just like how you entered your... That would also explain why we seem to be at a... Right. If he's some... But didn't Bayron just say that... Who knows how long this ley line... Good idea! We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! Like, does it make...
If time was allowed...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the implanted memories are based... If the memories like there could be... That's why he...
Dainsleif had... No. The color...
Oh, right!
Oh, come to think of it, every time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Yep, that has to be it! Yeah, that...
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You...
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and you'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of a Tosa...
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of... So, I should see...
Another time, huh?
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Born into You're... Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is Atosa's memory. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who it's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the extreme sorrow and pain, hope and regret coursing. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become, but despite his intentions for me, I never in truth, the person you see before you. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device in its primitive form. It can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses, but it also becomes a tool that can change the. Yes, I have the ability to control, after all. That. I just wanted them to feel like I want, as if. Why would I do? But I had to know what it would be like. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life, any chance at living was stripped away from me. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them fine. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Exactly. As someone, the Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body. His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location. Capitalizing on that, he would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the yacht. That's right, because in his mind, he had given. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to... I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet, creating new ley lines in the face of everything they could be planning. In any case, I had my... You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world, where I had to take on that story managed to dispel my fears. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form to implant a specific memory into the minds of the... In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very... All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual... But now, the bedtimes...
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, the chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean, I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. However, the heavenly principles will awaken. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now, even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to. So ask yourself this. Of course, that's only one Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't. Oh, and Dane came by just now? He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane. Let's think for a second. We were in that he was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't wait, really? Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It did. So there we were, searching away. Once, according to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the Paimon didn't see... How's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party, so honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying good? You don't need to comfort me. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Well, that should be it, right? Oh, right. Weren't you about... a picture? Where'd that come...